Okay, DG, game one, NC State. They're 2-1 off that win over Louisiana Tech last week. They're at 1-1 Clemson this week. Tigers a 20-point favorite, and the Wolfpack a new quarterback this week as well.
Yeah, Chris, if you and I were asked to tap into the evil genius side of our personalities and come up with the most difficult challenge for an ACC football player, our answer might be the following. Asking a true freshman, specifically at the quarterback position, to make his first career start at the college level on the road against a nationally ranked opponent that happens to be hosting the game at Death Valley, which is one of the most difficult environments in all of college football. Oh, by the way, let's put the game on national television on Saturday afternoon just to maximize the pressure and the scrutiny on the young man. Sure enough, those are exactly the circumstances this week for the Wolfpack's first-year quarterback, C.J. Bailey, who is an impressive physical specimen at 6'6" and 190 pounds, but who, in an ideal set of circumstances, probably would have redshirted this year behind the Coastal Carolina transfer Grayson McCall. Obviously, McCall, who missed the final 6 games of last season at Coastal Carolina with a concussion, was injured in the Wolfpack's closer than expected 30-20 win in comeback fashion over Louisiana Tech last week. And it's not clear right now when McCall is going to be ready to play again for the Pack. Last week, C.J. Bailey was inserted for the final 2 first-half possessions against Louisiana Tech, and he had a really rough start. 3 and out on the first possession, and then an interception that he threw on the second possession that led to a field goal for Louisiana Tech. The Wolfpack, remember, actually trailed the Bulldogs 17-6 at the half, but the intermission at least allowed the Wolfpack coaches and the young player, C.J. Bailey, to process what was going on and to prepare him to be the guy in the second half. To that entire group's credit, they made the most of a very difficult situation. And on the Wolfpack's 4 offensive possessions in the second half, they went touchdown, field goal, touchdown, and then run out the clock to preserve the victory, which again ended 30-20 in favor of the Pack. On that first touchdown drive, Bailey hit wide out to Kari Collins twice, wide out Wesley Grimes twice, wide out Casey Concepcion twice, and also Jordan Waters out of the backfield 1 time. On the second TD drive, he also hit wide out Noah Rogers, tight end Justin Jolie for long gains. So Bailey really spread the ball around in impressive fashion, albeit against an outmatched opponent. For the game, Bailey ended up 13 for 20 for 156 yards and 1 interception statistically, but most importantly, he gained that experience while leading a comeback win in a fairly stressful situation as the Carter Finley faithful were getting a little nervous, as they did earlier this year against Western Carolina. Now, obviously, Clemson at Death Valley this week presents an entirely different animal. In the last 20 years of this rivalry, it's been Clemson with 16 wins, NC State with 3 wins, and then, of course, COVID interrupted everything in 2020, although the Wolfpack have won 2 of the last 3 in this series. The Tigers have one of the best defenses in the entire ACC, and they're coming off an open week after that 66-20 demolition of App State. It would be a shock to me if the Wolfpack came away with an upset on Saturday afternoon. Just remember this about C.J. Bailey in the longer run. He was a 3-time first-team All-State player and a 2-time state champion in the state of Florida while leading a small private school named Chaminade Madonna Prep in Hollywood, Florida, where I actually lived for a while. He was not considered an elite recruit, mainly because he played in Florida's small school classification, but he played so well as a senior in high school that the Miami Hurricanes right down the road did come calling to him with a late scholarship offer from Mario Cristobal.